नई दिल्ली एरिजोना स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी ने भारतीय छात्रों के लिए एक नई पहल करते हुए ASU लंदन लॉन्च किया है, जो विश्व स्तरीय 2 देशीय शिक्षा मॉडल पर आधारित है। इस कार्यक्रम का आयोजन राजधानी दिल्ली में किया गया, जिसकी अगुवाई ASU के एग्जीक्यूटिव वाइस प्रेसिडेंट और चीफ ऑपरेटिंग ऑफिसर क्रिस हॉवर्ड ने की। कार्यक्रम में शिक्षा जगत, उद्योग और नीति क्षेत्र के कई वरिष्ठ प्रतिनिधि मौजूद रहे। इस मॉडल के तहत भारतीय छात्र ब्रिटेन से मान्यता प्राप्त बैचलर डिग्री हासिल कर सकेंगे और सफल ग्रेजुएट्स को अमेरिका स्थित एरिजोना स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी में मास्टर्स के लिए गारंटीड एडमिशन मिलेगा। यूनिवर्सिटी प्रबंधन के अनुसार यह पहल ब्रिटिश शिक्षा प्रणाली और अमेरिकी अप्लाइड लर्निंग को जोड़कर छात्रों को वैश्विक भविष्य के लिए तैयार करेगी।
particular began to continue to evolve. We'll hear some of what ASU is doing. And an important new element of how ASU is accommodating all those different changes that are occurring in the higher education landscape is this new project called ASU London.
Well, I have to interrupt once because you said I was going to interrupt.
Yeah.
It's my good friend. So it is that university of the future, that learning platform of the future, that learning SaaS of the future includes someone who's on campus getting the socialization. Two things: their agentic self, whether they be from Bangalore or from Cincinnati, has traveled with them, imported with them through the K-12 education the whole time. So it's not like they just show up and then AI disappears. No, they've been dealing with it. It's like your phone. Your phone is much more curated to you over time than it is when you first get it. And that's going to happen with agentic learning, agentic AI. We're doing a lot of work with that with ASU. But some people are going to want something that's very traditional. And I think with the great universities in ASU, one of them is going to offer the options. I said before, the coin of the realm in higher education right now is optionality. What options do I have? Well, I want to sit in the classroom. Michael always says, we teach piano one-on-one. We send people through a Central institution. They can start here and finish there. We send them right to London and what have you. We let them do case studies in big classrooms and sometimes in smaller classrooms. So I just wanted to point out that, helping you learn the best way you can could be very, very, it's going to be influenced by AI no matter.
To that point, I think what's going to happen is not only are universities going to have to offer those options, but students and parents will be and they're going to say, I want those options for my child. Right? Or the student's going to say, I want those options. Because I do learn differently. I don't learn in the traditional way. Or I do learn in the traditional way, as you said, right? So anyway, with that, I'd love to turn it over to Dr. Chris Howard. Chris is the Chief Operating Officer, Executive Vice President at Arizona State University. He has an interesting path to Arizona State University. He was previously the president of 2 U.S. universities. So here's a guy that's been the president of 2 U.S. universities, the size of one ASU. And, I'll speak for you. I think he came to ASU because he saw this opportunity to be sitting in this much larger university than where he was before, and this incubator of higher education, which is what I call ASU. He's been a great addition to ASU and has been a great friend. So, Chris, over to you.
Thank you very much. Those sorts of institutions, within the Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Purdue, they go to what we call Barrett, the Honors College. We have about 7,700 students in that college. They've won the Rhodes Scholarship, the Marshall Scholarship, the Truman Scholarship, the Fulbright Scholarship. So I just point that out just as an ecosystem of ASU. I'll get to ASU London in just a moment. But just a reminder that even though we have this 100,000 students online, these happen to be learners, we really are attracting a student body of about 8,000 or so that is equivalent to academic preparation to Stanford, Harvard, Princeton, Duke, NYU, Illinois, etc. In addition to the other 193,000 students, 183,000 students. So I wanted to point that out. 68 countries represented in our American Honors College. Final couple slides about ASU and non-ASU London. So this is what I like to call our bragging wall. You can note there we have this wonderful sort of hat trick, as they say in sport. We're number one for sustainability, number one for global impact in the United States, as voted by Inside Higher Education, Inside Higher Ed, but also number one for innovation. So as voted on by our peers, we've been ranked number one in innovation 11 years in a row. I've been at ASU for 4 years. As a new chief operating officer, I must tell you that when the votes were coming out, I was very nervous. but we got it. So 4 years in a row, I'm very happy about that. In addition to all the other things you see there, we also, the newest, most important, I think, accolade we've achieved is being named a member of the Association of American Universities, or AAU. I'll show you one graphic on that. So you think about America, you have community colleges, you have liberal arts colleges, you have comprehensive universities, you have our 3 universities that are mostly professional, doctoral granting, all the way to R1. Highest level of research, the ones that are producing the Nobel Prize laureates. In fact, the most recent Nobel Prize laureate in science, that went into chemistry, that gentleman, originally from Palestine, was a professor at ASU and now is in Berkeley, but much of his work in chemistry at ASU. And so that level of research coming out of our institution allowed us to be asked to join the AAU, which is the top 71 American universities or research universities in the country. So you can see the logos on there, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Duke, Washington, Oregon, etc. But just to know that that is the ecosystem you're joining. You come to ASU London, the ecosystem is excellence par none, right? So these are the schools you're not going down anywhere in any way or fashion. You're partnering with the best of the best. And I wanted to show it. And that's been the last 3 years that we were asked to join this institution. I did say I came here 4 years ago. We did get this, so I take a little credit for us being named in this, but actually I don't. It's all my colleagues, great work of our faculty, but it's a wonderful bragging point for the university. So, a couple other things. Semiconductors is sort of the medium by which the economy of the world is going to travel through will be semiconductors. Everything you can imagine, refrigerator, your car, your airplane, your phone, all driven by greater and ever more sophisticated chip manufacturing, application, and design. ASU in Arizona has become ground zero for that. You've heard about the TSMC deal, excuse me. That was something that started with about a $30 billion investment. And last tabulation, that company alone, about $500 billion that they're pledging to put into fabrications not too far from our ASU West Valley campus. Why is that important? Well, Intel is already there. They've received significant funding from several